3 minutes to 10, Graham Barnard, your host. And over the last few weeks, of course, we've been hearing about the fantastic work being done to help communities in the county by local individuals and groups. One set of groups there to support its members in the county every year, all year round, are Norfolk's WI groups. So how has the coronavirus crisis affected them? And how are they still helping people across the county? Well, let's ask Margaret Collingwood, chair of the Norfolk Federation of Women's Institutes. Morning, Margaret. Live today. Is that you, Margaret?
It is. Good morning.
Hello, you. Lovely to talk to you.
Thank you.
The WI and this time, I mean, how is the WI faring as you see it at the moment?
Well, we're keeping going. We can't do meetings, and we can't have events, and we can't have outings. But what we can do is be there for our members. And we're working hard. The individual WIs are keeping in touch with newsletters and round robins, phone calls. There's been a wonderful initiative where one of the WIs has formed a looking after scheme, and they've called it the Laughter Scheme, which I think is just gorgeous. And we are doing 2 Facebook posts daily. We're keeping the column going in the EDP. And so basically we're there. We just can't see each other.
But as you say, information is key, keeping in touch is key, having the odd laugh is key. And here we are talking to you on 150-year-old mobile phone, well, phone technology, not quite mobile phone technology, but the landline, all of a sudden the landline has come back into its own, where you can ring people and have a nice long conversation with somebody. And I imagine that's so important for your members at the moment.
It's incredible. Everybody has been keeping in touch. We've had telephone trees where WI committees have taken a group each and been ringing them either daily or weekly, see how people are getting on. Loads of volunteering in their communities, which is just wonderful. And we've had a lot of crafters doing work. There's a group called the Norfolk Scrubs Volunteers, and they make scrubs for doctors in hospitals and indeed in care homes, in doctor surgeries. And some of our sewers have been doing scrubs. They've also been doing the bags, the wash bags, making masks. So there's been a lot of work going on for members of the WI.
Presumably, though, if people are busy beavering away in their front rooms or their kitchens, the products they're making need to be distributed. Does that take some organisation to make sure that things are getting to where they need to be?
Yes, and that's where you do need a central point. And the group that has been set up by the Norfolk makers, the Norfolk Scrubs Volunteers, will arrange for collections and getting fabrics to you if you don't have fabric and things like that. Yeah.
I can imagine the WI, like so many organisations, may well have a role to play when things do start getting back to normal again. Are you thinking ahead and looking ahead to the next few weeks and months?
Well, we are. I mean, on a very serious note, we've got to get people out again, haven't we? Because there will be, I'm sure, people that have got so used to being indoors that first step out into a social group will be quite a challenge. And of course, the WI is brilliant at that because they are friends already. So that will ease that first step back into a life outside the home.
I'm glad you said that, Margaret, because I've been thinking lately that I'm becoming quite an antisocial so-and-so.
I love it.
Yeah, but you don't want to be too antisocial. But
No.
I fear that a number of people, possibly myself included, might so get used to not socialising and just pleasing yourself the whole while and being a grumpy old so-and-so. But we can't be like that because that's just a downward spiral. We all, whether we like it or not, we all need other people.
Oh, we do. And I think the fact that we've kept in touch so properly and so thoughtfully, because there are people that actually, quite frankly, aren't that keen on having 5 phone calls a day. And so we're sort of checking, are you happy for us to ring you? Do you want to be kept in touch? Are you happy for us to give you all the latest, updates from National? Because, of course, National are involved as well. Do you want a pattern for knitting a heart to give to the coronavirus victims, patients in hospital? Things like that. But some people don't want to do this, and you have to respect that as well as the people that actually are really keen to have something to get their teeth into.
Yeah, fine line to walk, but I'm sure you and your colleagues will be doing your best. Let's look forward to things slowly getting back to normal whenever that does come, and possibly a good get-together with your branch of the WI as soon as you can.
Oh, we can't wait.
I just
know,
imagine
we're very sociable, our lot, yeah.
there's going to be so much to gossip about, isn't there?
So much, yeah. But I think the important thing is we've got to get the hairdresser appointment first. So then we'll be able to go out and meet our friends again.
I hadn't thought about that. That's crucial. I wasn't calling you gossips, by the way. I'm a huge gossip. It's good to gossip is one of the joys of life, chatting with your friends.
It's exchanging, isn't it? Exchanging information and exchanging jokes and ideas of just how to keep busy at the moment. That's what we're doing really well, yeah.
Maybe with the hair, if you can't get to a hair appointment, you could have some sort of who's got the worst hairdo thing.
As long as we don't put it online, yes.
Yeah, no, and don't whatever you do, don't put it online. Well, Margaret, keep working away. You and your colleagues keep working away in the background and thinking of others and trying to make the best of this situation that we find ourselves in. And let's hopefully we are back to normal relatively soon. And perhaps we can catch up with you, Margaret, on the other side and find out the role the WI is playing in helping us all get back to normal.
Yes, and can I there's only one more thing I want to say, which is sometimes it's not easy to ask for help, is it?
No, that's right.
You're fiercely independent, but the WI is there, and please get in contact with one of us if there is anything anybody needs.
Good advice. Margaret Collingwood, a joy to talk to you there. Margaret, whose hair looks fantastic, by the way, the chair of the Norfolk Federation of Women's Institutes, 9:45.